I am so tired, but hey, it's worth it because it is Friday. Good morning. We are Big Joe and Laura here on Mix 95.7 Grand Rapids Best Mix. Friday, April the 26th is upon us. How are you doing?
Good. I'm having a good morning. How are you today?
I'm good. I watched some of the NFL draft stuff last night. I also got a wedding. I'll talk more about that with Freaking Awesome Friday that I'm getting ready for. Got to head out of town. So overall, just doing good. Team no sleep in the house, but I'm really happy, which is a good thing.
That's the important part. I would say I'm happy, and I think overall I'm happy, but you brought a suggestion to my life that might have slightly ruined my life, and I have to tell you about it because I feel like if I'm not transparent, you won't know about my problem.
Could you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Could you narrow it down, like what exactly I suggested? Because there's a lot out there that could ruin your life.
Oh, yeah, no. There's a lot of things you suggest to me that could absolutely ruin my life. This one specifically, recently you gave me a recommendation unsolicited, and you don't generally do this. And so I was like, well, he must really be passionate about this if he's randomly recommending this thing to me. You were like, hey, have you tried that new hot honey from Trader Joe's?
Oh, yeah, that stuff is good.
Yeah, and I love hot honey. So I was like, you know what, I'll give it a shot. So I sent my husband, he went to Trader Joe's like a week ago, and he bought a bottle of it. I think I have put it on everything I've eaten over the last 2 weeks. Like yesterday we got Chick-fil-A. I put it on the Chick-fil-A instead of getting their sauce. I was like, I don't need Chick-fil-A sauce. I have Trader Joe's hot honey sauce. I've put it on pizza. Like I buy regular pizza. I put it on there. Literally everything I eat over the last week, I've been putting this hot honey on. And I'm sure it's not great for me, but I guess I could be making worse decisions.
No, and I'll tell you right now, I'm glad to hear that because I was really afraid it was something that screwed it up or you hurt your kid or something bad.
No.
So if hot honey has changed your life for the better, I'm glad. And you can actually thank Lindsay because she picked it up. I'm like, what the heck is this?
Yeah.
And it was the best thing she's bought in a while.
Honestly, it's incredible. And I love Trader Joe's anyway. Like I go wild when I go in there. I'm like, every snack, everything, frozen stuff, let's go. But this hot honey has been a game changer. And I don't generally get passionate about condiments of any sort other than like Raising Cane sauce. But like tonight we're going to Lansing for something, and I think I might have to try to find a way to like sneak the hot honey with me instead of having the Raising Cane sauce. That's how much I like it.
Laura's going to be like Beyonce, like, I keep that hot honey in my bag.
Listen, I am. And once the little guy's over a year old, I can't wait to share it with him too.
That'd be a hell of a thing to introduce when you start trying new foods. Like, why so spicy, Mom?
Spicy. Be like, you're gonna get good at spice. You're not gonna be one of those kids.
Well, that's something you should try if you're into hot and sweet stuff. That's really good.
It's
it is,
incredible.
Of course, as we mentioned, a Friday coming up on the show. We've got Big Joe's Jukebox, another shot at a $50 Qdoba gift card. Laura can't lose. Do you know what we're up to for that Michigan Lottery jackpot?
$50. We are
Okay.
up pretty high, so if you want to come play us, you can. And hey, speaking of awesome Fridays, it is freaking awesome Friday. So if you got to win something you're feeling excited about, like maybe you discovered a really great hot honey and you want to share it with the world, it can be that simple. Give us a call, 616-600-0957. We would love to celebrate you this morning.
It's time for Big Joe and Laura's Need to Know News on Mix 95.7.
Part of me is really jealous I wasn't at the NFL draft yesterday. The other part of me is like, whew, I'm glad I watched it from home. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell said that the city of Detroit had 275,000 people attend day one of the draft, which is a first-day attendance record ever.
Woo! I get it, though. It looked like it was a lot of fun.
Current and former Detroit Lions stars joined Eminem on stage to open up the draft. There was Barry Sanders, Calvin Johnson, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jared Goff, and Aiden Hutchinson. They all took the stage to get Lions fans pumped up. As they wrapped things up, Amon-Ra St. Brown started this chant.
Before we get off the stage, I need to hear one thing. Jared Goff. Jared Goff. Jared Goff. What's up, Detroit? Let's go, baby!
It's got to be good to be Jared Goff right now.
Yeah, no kidding. Let's hope that he doesn't disappoint us this year and actually gets us to the Super Bowl.
The Detroit Lions traded up as well in the actual draft. They got the 24th pick and drafted Alabama cornerback Terrion Arnold and former Lions QB J.J. McCarthy. Well, he was the number 10 pick in the draft, and he went to the Vikings. So if you like him, the Lions will play him twice a year.
While the draft is going on this weekend, you also want to be aware of the weather this weekend. rounds of showers and thunderstorms are in the forecast for West Michigan over the next few days, and it could get a little bit nasty, specifically on Saturday and Sunday. They say that they're expecting rain later this evening to kind of start rolling in. Saturday and Sunday, we're going to have waves of big storms kind of throughout the day. It won't be the whole day, but they could pop up. So just, before you go out and do anything or whatever, just check the radar and be aware. You never know.
And for your final need to know news story, we're going to Utah, where a couple has been reunited with their cat who went missing for 6 days. They explained where the heck he went.
I just couldn't even believe that she was in California. I thought it was a prank. Like, I still hard to wrap my brain around. She was trapped in an Amazon package.
And it was in this really big-sized Amazon package.
We had no idea. So Matt took the package to the drop-off without knowing that our dear cat was inside.
What? Like, what? How do you do that? Does your cat not make a single noise? Like, my cats would be like, meow, 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 meow.
Get me out of here.
So mad if I were to ever do that. Like, maybe for 5 minutes they'd be quiet, but they would not allow me to get all the way to the post office.
I feel like when you lift up a box, like with a cat, not that I've done this, but it would be a little uneven. The weight wouldn't be distributed. It would shake. It would rattle.
Absolutely. I would get my husband checked after this. I'd be so mad.
That's Big Joe and Laura's Need to Know News on Mix 95.7. Happy Friday. It is Big Joe and Laura on Mix 95.7, welcoming you to a freaking awesome Friday. Sometimes in life, you got to try something new and hope it doesn't suck. That's what we're doing right now. We're hoping that you have good stuff that you want to share. People feel guilty bragging, but no. This is the case to share those good little wins of the week.
Yeah, we've got your invisible air horn. We're here to hype you up no matter what you're getting into. So we want to know, why is your Friday freaking awesome? It could be a big win. It could be a tiny win. We would love to hear from you at 616-600-0957. Again, that's 616-600-0957. Joe, you got a freaking awesome Friday win.
Yeah, it hasn't happened yet, so maybe it could fall apart. But about 24 hours from now, I will be in Indiana, where I used to work in radio before I had to leave Grand Rapids. A friend of mine that I've worked with for a while is getting married. And
yay.
she is the most amazing girl I know. Sweet, beautiful inside and out. And I'm just so happy for her. When you find that person in your life after you date so many turds, like stinky doo-doo turds, it's amazing. So that's freaking awesome to me.
Oh, yeah, we love love. Now, my small freaking awesome Friday win. Yesterday, I've been telling you guys that baby Justin's been starting Solid Foods, and we're working our way through it. Yesterday, he was officially inducted into the Clean Plate Club for the first time ever.
Yeah, baby Jay in the house.
Woo-hoo! I was so excited because, like, he's been taking bites, but, we're working our way through it, and he was like, more, mom, more, mom, more, mom. And then I ran out, and I was like, oh, my God, little guy, look at you go. He didn't really sleep as well as I hoped he would with all that food in his tummy. But you know what? The win was the fact that he was willing to even do it at all. So, again, freaking awesome Friday. We would love to hear from you at 616-600-0957. You may remember her from your TV screen. We've got friend of the show, Isabella Holzheiser, formerly from Fox 17. Good morning, Isabella. How was your week? Awesome.
Well, on Monday, I got engaged to another TV personality.
I was gonna say you're in a media relationship. What's it like to get engaged to somebody who also has like just as many people excited about it?
It is very wonderful. We feel very loved by people from our first market, which was La Crosse, Wisconsin, and lots of the people that live here in Grand Rapids. So we're very thankful.
Oh, okay. So did you have any idea what was coming?
I had an inkling. We've been dating for quite a while, and he had been a little anxious about our trip back to La Crosse. So I had a feeling, but I didn't know for sure. He threw me off the scent a lot of the time.
Okay, wait, how did he throw you off?
So while we were there this past weekend, he had it all orchestrated that one of our friends was just going to take photos for her portfolio, and we were going to do it on 2 separate days. On the first day that we went to take pictures, as we were walking back to the car after taking pictures, he turned to me and went, "Oh my gosh, you probably thought I was going to propose." And I was like, yeah, obviously. So, of course, I was then almost thinking, wow, did I completely gaslight myself into thinking that he was going to propose this weekend? So then I got sad and I started crying and he felt bad. So the rest of that day and then the next day, he spent doing really nice things to make me feel less sad. But what was actually happening is that he was just making it more special, because then that second night when we were taking pictures, he conveniently left his phone in the car and I waited for him to go get it. And we went to go meet him. And when I went to meet him, he was down on one knee and proposed.
Oh, that is so cute, though. He really did just completely throw you off the trail in the best way possible.
So it was extra special and very surprising. And he also got both of our families to be there to celebrate as well.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, I'm so amped for you guys. Like, I can't wait to see what your next chapter holds. And as you go through all the fun stuff of preparing a wedding, I mean, I know it's early on, but do you guys have any like ideas on where you want to get married or
Laura,
what you want
let's
to
just
do?
ask the main question. Do you need somebody to officiate the wedding? I am ordained.
Listen, he could be a ring bearer. I could be a flower girl. We can make this work.
I love it. If you're willing to travel to Chicago, then we can make it happen.
Oh, absolutely. We're willing to travel. You let us know. We'll keep the weekend free.
Isabella, thanks for calling in. And once again, congratulations on the engagement.
Yay!
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can't stop looking at the ring. I love it.
Oh, that is so great. Hey, we would love to hear what you've got for freaking awesome Friday. Call us 616-600-0957. We got some comments we'll get to as well coming up here on Mix 95.7. Mix 95.7, Grand Rapids Best Mix. We are Big Joe and Laura, and it's a freaking awesome Friday.
Yeah, we are taking your wins and we are celebrating with you. If you've got one you want to share, you can always send us a DM in the Mix 95.7 app or give us a call at 616-600-0957. We got a few DMs we'll get through first, including Crystal, who said, my husband's job gave everybody raises today.
Nice.
Woo-woo! Way to go, Crystal. We love to hear it. Erin in Grand Haven said she found her first morel mushrooms of the season. So she posted a big picture of all the mushrooms she's had. I've never had those, but I know how excited everybody gets about them.
I'd be afraid that I would pick the wrong mushroom, not a morel mushroom, and I would just die.
Yeah, you're just going to be kind of like floating out there in space or something.
Or I'd eat a mushroom like, whoa, man, this plant's going to eat me.
And Nikki here in Grand Rapids says, I just bought a house in this market. Let me tell you.
All
Nikki,
right, hey.
Nikki.
Round of applause.
Big win. That is so hard.
Shout out to your realtor, because that or you're just like really loaded. Wow, it's impossible still to get a house.
Oh, yeah. Grand Rapids is the 5th hardest city in the country to buy a house in right now. If you didn't know that, there are details in the Mix 95.7 app. We won't get into that. But also, we're going to give a shout out to Holly over in Kentwood, who said she made it through surgery yesterday and she's on the mend, and we're very excited for her. So we love hearing these little victories.
616-600-0957.
Mary in Cedar Springs, how are you doing on a freaking awesome Friday?
I am good.
So
hearing you talk about awesome Fridays, we are heading to Florida this afternoon.
Oh, heck yeah. What part of Florida?
Lake Wales. It's about an hour east of Orlando.
Ooh, okay. So are you making a trip over to Orlando while you're over there?
We are actually flying into Orlando and then driving over to Lake Wales, and then tomorrow heading to Tampa and doing Busch Gardens on Sunday.
Oh, that's going to be so much fun. I always wanted to go to Busch Gardens as a kid because my grandparents had a house in Naples, so we would always drive kind of the whole stretch of Florida. And man, you have to let me know how it is because I'm going to live vicariously through you.
Okay. I will definitely send some pictures.
Deal, please do.
Mary, if I buy a last minute ticket, is there any way I could tag along? I never went to Disneyland, Disney World, Busch Gardens. I went to Cedar Point. That's it.
Hey, Joe, I'm sure the flight is not full the last I knew. So there's always that opportunity. We're flying out of Allegiant.
I love it.
There is a chance.
Mary, you're so sweet.
Hey, you have a good time. That's going to be so awesome. And you know what? We would love to get more from you. You're going to try to do this every week. We just need you to be part of it. Share with us your freaking awesome Friday moment right now in the Mix 95.7 app.
It's time to play Laura Can't Lose on Mix 95.7. Here's how it happens. You'll have 1 minute to answer 5 questions. You can pass if you need to, and we'll come back if time allows. A tie goes to Laura because, well, her name's on the show. Here's who's playing Laura Can't Lose today.
Back to try to do better. It's Bonnie and Byron Center.
Good morning, Bonnie. How are you this morning?
Good morning, and it's nice to talk to you guys again.
Absolutely. Excited to have you back for your chance to walk away with hopefully $50 with the Michigan Lottery tickets.
All right, Bonnie, let's get this game going. Just kick Laura out of the studio.
All right, Laura, you heard him. Get on out.
You're so nice, Bonnie. I hope you beat me.
Blah, blah, blah. Close the door. All right, when that door closes, Bonnie, I'll ask you question number 1. What university is located in Ann Arbor, Michigan?
That would be the University of Michigan.
Question 2, who is the original host of the TV show The Bachelor?
Oh, Chris. Oh, Hansen.
Question number 3, What is the name of the Grand Rapids Griffins' main mascot?
Griffey? I don't know.
Okay. Question 4. In the Hunger Games, what district is Katniss Everdeen from?
11?
Question number 5. Who invented the light bulb?
Thomas Edison. I would be really bad if I didn't know that. I grew up in Florida.
Oh, dang. Okay. I'm going to bring Laura back in.
Laura! La, 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 Laura!
All right. As Laura's coming back in. Bonnie, what do you do for like a living?
I work for a bank.
Oh, awesome.
Huntington.
So you're good
Ooh.
with money. So hopefully $50 with the Michigan lottery tickets, you'd probably use it well if you were to win.
Well, yeah.
You can beat Bonnie in Byron Center today. She got 2 right. So 2 ties. Any more than that and you win.
Okay, let's see how I do.
Oh, I did bad.
No, Bonnie, don't say
Question number 1. What university is located in Ann Arbor, Michigan?
that would be the University of Michigan.
Correct. 1-1. Question 2. Who was the original host of the TV show The Bachelor?
Oh, I have no clue on this one. I'm going to guess who I want it to be, which is the wrong answer. Mark Summers.
No. Bonnie, I think she had a brain fart. She said Chris Hansen, which nobody wants to see. It's child predator guy.
Oh, yeah.
It's Chris Harrison.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't even know who
Harrison.
that is.
I didn't really watch it that much, but I just remember, yeah.
I was saying, at least you were closer. I'm guessing people from Nickelodeon, so you're in the right wheelhouse at least.
It is a 1-1 game going into question number 3. What is the name of the Grand Rapids Griffins' main mascot?
Griff, right?
That is correct.
It's almost like too easy.
Laura has a 2-1 lead going into question 4.
Oh, come on. I was close. I said Griffey.
Oh, Griffey.
So, that
That's a
was
cute
really
nickname.
That's like the name for the White Sox or the Cubs guy, I think, that wears no pants.
Is it really?
I don't know. Question 4. In the Hunger Games, what district is Katniss Everdeen from?
3rd District?
Well, you said 3, she said 11, which is an awesome band. It is District 12.
Oh, yeah, I've not watched those movies
Oh,
either.
this disappoints me. I love the Hunger Games.
Oh, my husband does too, and he would be very upset at me
I think
getting
it's the
that
last
wrong.
full book series I've actually read was the Hunger Games.
I can't believe you read it.
No. Going into question 5, it is a 2-1 game. Wow, didn't see this coming.
Stop, Joe. You made the questions too hard.
Sure. Question 5, who invented the light bulb?
That would be Thomas Edison.
Wow, Laura with the big win today, 3-2 over Bonnie and Byron Center.
I'm sorry, Bonnie.
I was so close yet again.
Bonnie, you know what you have to do now since you lost, right?
I know. I'm Bonnie and Byron Center, and Laura can't lose.
I'm sorry, Bonnie. Thanks for playing. If you want to be like
I
Bonnie and
was
you want to
so
play,
close.
616-600-0957.
It's time for Big Joe and Laura's Need to Know News on Mix 95.7.
Part of me is really jealous I wasn't at the NFL draft yesterday. The other part of me is like, whew, I'm glad I watched it from home. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell said that the city of Detroit had 275,000 people attend day 1 of the draft, which is a first day attendance record ever.
Woo! I get it, though. It looked like it was a lot of fun.
Current and former Detroit Lions stars joined Eminem on stage to open up the draft. There was Barry Sanders, Calvin Johnson, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jared Goff, and Aiden Hutchinson. They all took the stage to get Lions fans pumped up. As they wrapped things up, Amon-Ra St. Brown started this chant.
Before we get off the stage, I need to hear one thing. Jared Goff. Jared Goff. Jared Goff. What's up, Detroit? Let's go, baby!
It's got to be good to be Jared Goff right now.
Yeah, no kidding. Let's hope that he doesn't disappoint us this year and actually gets us to the Super Bowl.
The Detroit Lions traded up as well in the actual draft. They got the 24th pick and drafted Alabama cornerback Terrion Arnold and former Lions QB J.J. McCarthy. Well, he was the number 10 pick in the draft, and he went to the Vikings. So if you like him, the Lions will play him twice a year.
So obviously, US 131 just opened up the other day, and it's been nice going up and down the road. But good news, more construction coming your way. Northbound US 131 ramp to 196 at M37 is scheduled to close at 7 a.m. on Monday.
Oh, cool. At least it's when we go back to work.
Yeah, and it's going to remain closed through mid-September, so it's definitely not going to be convenient in any way for the entire summer. MDOT said the detour is going to continue north on 131, where drivers can exit at 91, which is West River Drive. You'll be able to enter southbound 131 to access 96 and 37. And during the closure, MDOT said that the 2 lanes on northbound 131, like right there next to Ann Street and 96, are both going to be closed. So it's going to be a little bit of a cluster if you're going north of Grand Rapids for a while. Give yourself lots of time and space. It's going to be a long summer, gang.
And for your final need-to-know news story, let's head to Montana. A person posted this video of a woodpecker that took a liking to their front doorbell and would not stop ringing it. What a little terrorist.
But thankfully, my doorbell doesn't make a noise. It just sends alerts, but my phone would just blow up. If this happened, I'd be like, who's at my door trying to wake my baby? Woody Woodpecker's like, you better watch my movie on Netflix or I'm telling somebody.
That's your need-to-know news here on Mix 95.7, Grand Rapids Best Mix. It's Big Joe and Laura on Mix 95.7, Grand Rapids Best Mix.
We want to know, what would you do if you saw someone out and about doing something they're not supposed to? Would you tattle? This is a message we got inside the Mix 95.7 app. She says, I was out on a date recently with my husband after dinner. We grabbed drinks at Rogue River Tavern, and my husband pointed out that there was a couple in the corner of the bar sucking face like 2 teenagers, and we were kind of giggling about it until we saw that the guy turned around and realized, holy crap, that's my brother. And he's not with his wife / the mother of their 4 kids.
Awkward.
She says, we didn't say anything at the time, but the next day I talked to my brother and he begged me not to tell his wife. He said it was a one-time mistake and that he just randomly met the woman that night at the bar, but he also didn't want to tell his wife because she would never forgive him.
I can see that. She'd probably think that's not cool.
Yeah, probably not. She says, I love my brother and I'm supposed to give him a one-time pass, or should I be obligated to tell my sister-in-law what I saw? So is blood thicker than water in this scenario? We would love to hear from you at 616-600-0957.
I'm not sticking up for people that cheat because as far as I know, I've never been cheated on, but it's possible and I'm sure it hurts. That being said, you got to be quiet on this one. This one, you kind of sit on it. It's not fair that you had to walk in and see that, but I just feel like you got to let him kind of come out and say something if he's going to.
No,
and
wrong.
Hold on. And yes, is making out with somebody else cheating? Technically, yes, but it's not like they actually, at least as far as you know right now, they didn't hook up. That's a whole nother level of cheating.
That doesn't matter. It's not about levels. It's about crossing the line in the first place. I mean, let me tell you, if I went to a bar, James and I are like, ha, 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 there's a couple making out in the corner, and I see that it's Lindsay, would you not want me to tell you, hey, Joe, I just saw your wife sucking face with some guy in the corner of the bar at like the Woods or something? I don't know why I would be at the Woods.
Because I'm sure Lindsay back in the day sucked a lot of face at the Woods. Love you, babe.
Not nice.
Or at least a Bob somewhere. Yeah, you know what? In that case with my wife, Lindsay, honestly, even if you told me, I wouldn't care because I hate making out. I'm not like, if this guy is going to do me the favor to make out, I don't like making out with anybody. It's not just my wife, but I'm not a big kisser. Okay. I'm more of a touchy-feely kind of dude, like the body.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I would be okay with it.
He's handsy, not mouthy.
That's right. There's a difference.
Oh, my God. You're the worst.
So I assume you're going to be like, oh, my gosh. Laura's going to pull out her phone.
Yeah,
put a spotlight on everybody.
I might put it on Snapchat or somewhere. I don't know. I'm
going live on Facebook.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that is the kind of person I am. And maybe it's because I have been cheated on and I wish someone had done it to me.
Okay.
You know, because like I've been in that scenario where I am the woman who no one wanted to tell her because she doesn't need to know. But like, no, you have to say something. And it doesn't mean that you have to say something. You might have to just force your brother to admit what he did, you know? And I'm not saying like blackmail, but like, hey, I'm going to give you 48 hours to come clean on your own, which will go much better than if I go to your wife and come clean for you. And trust me, if it was me, I would have the receipts. I would have photos. I would have it all. I'm absolutely throwing, I don't care brother or not, I'm throwing you under the bus because it's not cool. You made a commitment for better, for worse, through sickness, through health, and that means not going to the bar and sucking face with random people. I mean, first of all, why is this man at the bar without his wife anyway? I mean, I know you have kids, you got to get out, blow steam. This is a red flag on its own.
Well, people could go out on their own. I don't think it's a red flag, but let me just ask you this one final thing, because we could go on all day with this.
Sure.
Obviously, you and I don't see it the same.
No.
What if you tell him, or tell her like what happened and he cheated. And they ended up like getting divorced over making out. Like the marriage has ended because you said something.
Well, I mean, it would have regardless, because you can't do that. I don't care if it's not about keeping a marriage together. If that's the line you draw in the sand, you say this is where I can't handle it. That's their line to draw, not yours. You're just the one that's holding them accountable. And as your family, you should hold your family accountable because you want them to do the best and be the best versions of themselves, even if that means not making out with strangers at the bar. So we want to know, would you tell the brother or would you keep it to yourself? What's your advice here? 616-600-0957, or you can send us a DM in the Mix 95.7 app.
Hey, thanks for listening. We are Big Joe and Laura here on Mix 95.7, Grand Rapids Best Mix. Laura, can you catch everybody up if they're just joining in this conversation?
Yeah, basically this woman wrote in and said, I was on a date with my husband. We see a couple over the corner of the bar and they're sucking face like teenagers. We laugh about it. Turns out it was her brother and a woman that was not his wife. And so she says, hey, I said something to my brother and he said, please don't tell my wife. It's going to end up getting me in trouble. And she doesn't know what to do. Do you tell the wife? Do you let the brother deal with it? We want to hear from you always at 616-600-0957. What would you do if you saw this brother-in-law on the bar across the way? Like, are you saying something or are you keeping it to yourself, Tiffany?
Well, first off, I'm going straight up to him. And then I'm absolutely going to tell her, because if I was in that situation, I would want my sister-in-law to tell me definitely. I wouldn't want to look like a fool.
Now, have you ever been in this situation?
I have not.
Oh, thank God. Okay, good.
Not that I know of anyway.
No, well, that's true. It's, we all cannot know things, but I appreciate you being like, I'm going up to this guy. I don't know if I would have the cojones to walk up, but I like you, Tiffany. I need to take your energy.
Oh, yeah, I got big cojones. 10 feet tall and bulletproof.
Have a great day, Tiffany. Thank you for the call.
Hey, Cassie in Grand Rapids, what do you think? Are you telling the brother, or are you going to be like Joe and keep it to yourself?
Absolutely telling. And, I was listening to the radio, and Joe made a comment about how if they get divorced over it, that it would be her fault. Absolutely not. It would be his fault. Those are the consequences of his actions.
Thank you, Cassie. Jeez. Like, when he said that, I was like, come on, Joe. You know better.
No, of course, Cassie. I think you and Laura misunderstood like what I'm saying or my intention here. Just like this guy. The thing is this. Yes, he should not cheat. Making out is cheating. I get that. But gosh, I'd hate to say something and that would cause my friend's marriage to end because this guy or this girl kissed somebody. They didn't hook up as far as we know.
It's not about the extreme, Joe. And Cassie, back me up on this one. It's not about the extreme. Whether it's he slid in the DMs and he was creepy at a girl, or if he went all the way, it's still cheating and it's still getting outside of the boundaries of your relationship, which you agreed is not okay.
I would feel awful if I didn't say something and she was living in a horrible lie of a marriage.
Yeah, because if he starts there and you let him go, how much further is it going to go next time now that he knows he's not going to get away or not get in trouble for it?
He never saw her, though.
And,
okay.
I mean, I would think that you and your brother were raised with the same morals. Why is it that you find this as a huge problem and he doesn't?
I mean,
something's wrong with him.
Have you met a lot of men, Cassie? I don't know if you
Yeah. This is why I date women.
Cassie, correct energy. Correct energy.
The more
Listen.
I hear these stories of men, the happier I am I don't date them.
Listen, if my husband and I don't work out, I am on the same team as you. I fully agree. So,
Cassie, that is the best thing I've ever heard.
Cassie,
Thank
amazing.
you.
Thank you for calling it. We hope you have a great rest of your morning.
Thank you. You too.
That is hilarious. Did you just see the DM we got too about this?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I guess there is this point of view. We got Ron in Grand Rapids who DM'd us in the Mix 95.7 app and said, I don't care about my brother or sisters enough to go say anything. And you know what? I mean, I guess that's technically fair.
Yeah, you're probably not alone. Hey, we would love to get more of your calls if you have an opinion on this. 616-600-0957.